suckers. The United Nations World Food Program is the world's largest humanitarian organization fighting hunger and saving lives in emergencies. We save lives in countries like Palestine, Sudan, we're in Haiti, we're in Ukraine. So we do a lot of saving lives, and we serve life-saving food in countries like these ones. We're in 120 countries around the world. So this is what we're known for. We're in the headlines during disasters. We're there when food runs out. But we also do a lot of things more than the saving lives. So in different countries, we change lives. But for now, in these countries, like in countries in emergencies and so on, we deliver food. So in 2023 alone, WFP served life-saving food to more than 100 million people. So it's a huge number. So, but not only this. So in countries like Tunisia, we work also on changing lives, because in Tunisia there are a lot of like issues related to food consumption, related to bread and so on. So in Tunisia there is a big issue of food waste and a big issue of bread waste. And there is no food symbolizes this better than the baguette. The baguette is very famous in Tunisia. We love it, and we eat it with everything. It's everywhere, it's in every meal, it's in every table, in every family gathering. So bread is very important for Tunisian people. It's more than a food habit. It holds culture, emotion, connection. It's more than just a food. We eat it sometimes with soups, with salads, with pasta, sometimes with grilled fish. So there is a strong connection to bread or to baguette in Tunisia. But here's the catch. Tunisia is among the highest consumers of bread worldwide and globally. Every day, millions of baguettes are baked and sold at countries or government-subsidized prices. But unfortunately, every day, 900,000 of these baguettes are wasted every day. 900,000 of these baguettes are wasted every day, equivalent to 113,000 tons of bread wasted per year. So to change this connection or this relationship with bread is tricky, because behavior is emotional, it's complex, it's very complex. So this is why we needed the social and behavior change communication, which is an approach, sorry. So the SBCC, it's an approach, an evidence-based approach used by the United Nations systems to serve the Sustainable Development Goals. And it's serving the behavior change. So we use it to change behavior around food systems, around nutrition, and around health. So we needed, at that moment, we needed something creative. We needed magic to change that relationship with bread. So we needed creativity, and we needed stories, because facts alone don't change people and don't change behaviors, but stories do. This is why we collaborated with Ogilvy Paris and Benoit to bring this story to life.
Thanks, Takwa. So there is very complex theories of change in SBC, but it's also about storytelling. And there is one absolute reference in terms of SBC and storytelling, and it's called Simplemente Maria. It's a TV series, and it really invented the word entertainment for good. It aired in Peru in 1971. 448 one-hour episodes went on TV. It spread over 18 countries in South America, and it broke every audience record. It's the story of Maria. Maria is a single mother. She's poor. She comes to Lima. She arrives without a husband, with a baby, with no money, with no resource. She will start working as a cleaner, and then she will start to take evening courses of sewing. And she will end up the series by opening a fashion boutique in Paris. So it's a beautiful series. It was really an exceptional success of audience. But the most important is that it really tackled, and lots of research, scientific research, really showed the impact of the series on 4 societal issues. One, which was the social advancements, and it really accelerated social advancement in Peru. The second one was the integration of urban migrants. The third one was, of course, the liberation of women. And the fourth one was the acceptance of inter-ethnic marriages. So it's really, it has a huge impact. It really showed that entertainment could impact on social issues. And there is, for the anecdote, a fifth outcome, which was quite impressive too, is that there was such a passion for sewing in Peru that Singer, who was the official sponsor of Simplemente Maria, felt obliged to offer a gold machine to the actress playing Maria. But so since Simplemente Maria, there is one gold standard for intervening in social and behavior change. It's TV series. There is a beauty behind entertainment for good. It's the business model of entertainment for good. When you do communication, classical communication approaches, you spend lots of money to create content, and then you spend even more money to broadcast your content. What is great with entertainment for good is that you start, yes, to invest lots of money, and really lots of money, because you have to produce a first season of a TV series. But if the series is a success, you start to gain money because you can share the advertising revenues, and more important, you pay for the production, you don't pay for the media. The media is offered by the TV channel. And if the series is a success, then the production company that you have partnered with is happy to produce a second season, a third season, a fourth season, because they know they will sell the TV series to the channels, and they will have royalties out of it. So it's really a very healthy business model. And when we talk about behavior change, we all know in the room that it takes really a long time to change behaviors of people, and having a sustainable business model is really very important to be able to have lasting change on behaviors of people. The big thing when you do entertainment for good is co-writing a script. So you need, of course, to have a great script writer with you. And in Tunisia, we were really lucky because we probably worked with the most famous Tunisian script writer, who is called Atem Belhadj. And in fact, it's a dream for a behavioral practitioner to co-write a TV series, because you are allowed to everything. You can use any theory, any technique. You can play with any bias you want. You can play, I don't know, with the social learning theory, with transportation theory, with social norms or chunking theories. You can work with role modeling, with positive deviance, whatever. You are really allowed to do everything. The only thing you have to do is to make sure that the scriptwriter has enough freedom to really create. And you can put constraints on him. In fact, creative people love constraints. If you are a real Nudgestocker, you will probably remember that Keith Jarrett, if he created the best performance of his life in the Cold concert, it's because that night, that precise night, he had tons of constraints to manage. So creative love constraints, but they need to have a fertile space to really work creatively. So when you are a behavioral scientist, you are here to change behaviors. And of course, the behavior you want to change, he will have to be featured lots of time in the series. So you have to think about something that is really playable for the scriptwriter. And we started with Takwa and the team. They had given to us 6 behaviors, and we summarized everything into one behavior, which was reviving the magic of family dinners. Why we did that? It's because if we could really reinstate rules around dinners, we could in fact fix lots of behaviors that were problematic in Tunisia. If we put back rules in dinners, we can fight against excessive snacking, against overconsumption of fatty and sugary foods. We can work on the insufficient consumption of fruits, of vegetables, of fresh produce, and of course, we can work on the bread addiction and bread waste of Tunisians. But what is nice with family meals also is that it's something which is really at the heart of Tunisians' life. They are much more than just occasion to eat. It's occasions to share moments, to share emotions, to talk about lots of things. So if you are a scriptwriter, it's something that you can really easily play with. And if you think of lots of big films, you can think of very memorable scenes of family dinners, starting with Festen, with Goodfellas, with Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, with When Harry Met Sally, etc., etc. So that was really a fertile ground for the scriptwriter to play with his creativity. The second job you do is to work on the characters. Of course, you want characters that your audience can identify with, and you want characters who start the series with bad behaviors and who end the series with good behaviors. So you work on the behavior change journey with the scriptwriter, and you make sure that they include all the steps of the behavior change. You make sure that there is failure. There are people around characters that are either encouraging the adoption of the good behavior, either hindering it. So you really try to work on the most identifiable behavior journey so that the audience can really learn about how to adopt the behavior. And the third job that you have to do, basically you establish a list of all the messages you want to play. So previously you have worked on all the drivers of behavior change so that really Tunisian people can adopt the behavior, and you will try to see with the scriptwriter, hey, can you have that message here, can you do that constraint here, etc. And you play in fact a ping pong game with him. Can you try that? Can you try that? Of course, at the end of the day, the scriptwriter needs to have the final cut because the most important is really to make sure that you build a captivating plot. So this is the series that we have created with Hatem. It's called Salla Salla, and I'm just going to give you the pitch. So the pitch, you imagine a restaurant. Of course, we are talking about food, so restaurant is ideal for us. A family, and of course, lots of troubles. Karim, the dad, he inherited the place from his dad, along with Abbas, who is a chef, stuck in the oil and fat will make everything taste better. There is one health inspection. There is also a viral kitchen failure, which really goes viral on the web, and the restaurant is on the verge of closing. Anissa, Karim's quick-thinking wife, brings in Malek. She's a super successful food nutritionist influencer to save the day. Sparks fly, and not just in the kitchen. Karim, suddenly obsessed with healthy eating to impress Malek, much to the amusement of his kids, but also the growing jealousy of his wife. But wait, of course, there is much more. There is an ex-husband who moves in. There is an ex-wife who arrives from Dubai, and suddenly everyone, life becomes really to be a delicious mess. So can they navigate the family drama? Can they revamp the restaurant? Can they discover the joy of healthy eating? So all the series is about a funny and really heartwarming look at family food, at finding your way in life. And this is
And yes, Benoit, this is the first ever TV series developed for the United Nations World Food Programme under the social and behavior change communication component. So yes, we try to use humor and entertainment for social impact, because when people laugh, they are open. And when they are open, they are ready to reflect and maybe even to change. And this is what we try to do in this scene, for example, and we try to use humor to open
هاي العشة سخونة تفور وموزوزة هاي كلوا باش فيه رمة انت اش بيكم ما تاكلوش
الخبز وين؟
يا هاوك الخبز. هاو هذاك كومبلي راه صحي قتل عليه ملاك. ذوقوا من بعد احكم.
سيتي انت تحب تجرب فينا الشونتيون تاعك.
شامبيون هات هنا العب.
لا هي بنينه.
So alongside the TV series, we developed a social media campaign in order to complement the content of the TV series and extend the content of the story beyond the screen. We developed diverse content tailored for people's everyday lives because it's all about reaching people where they are with content that speaks their language and reflects their realities and respects the race of their change. So numbers here speak for themselves. Salla Salla became the fourth most viewed show in Tunisian shows during its first airing. And our preliminary results of the monitoring evaluation showed a real behavior change with 33% of families having more dinners together more often. And also 22% of reduction in bread consumption. So storytelling works, and this is why we are using TVs and TV series in order to change behaviors. And this is what we call by communication for development, strategic, creative, and evidence-based approach in order to drive positive change or positive social and behavioral change. But Benoit didn't tell you what Salla Salla means exactly. In Tunisian language or Tunisian Arabic, Salla Salla means slowly, slowly. And that's exactly what behavior change works. Slowly, slowly, step by step, with persistence, with patience, because real change doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, consistency, and it takes real commitment and continuous work. So this is why we need Salla Salla 1, 2, and beyond to make a real change in behaviors of Tunisians around food consumption and around bread consumption and around food waste. And all of this is around, and all of this progress is around power. The power of food to bring people together, the power of consistency to make lasting impact, and the power of storytelling and stories that inspire, connect, and change lives. Thank you.